whole fight with a grown man, y'all. Like, a physical fight with a grown man. My first day in Italy. I could not even get to my hotel. It was a lot.
Hey everybody, I'm KJ. This is Kayla. We're just here to talk about traveling. Pandemic's really kind of like dampened our lifestyles and our ability to travel, as well as a lot of people who actually are taking the pandemic seriously and not traveling everywhere. You socially irresponsible people out there. Yes, I said it. But anyway, now that we know COVID's about to be over and the world's clearing up, now that we know COVID may be over, people getting vaccinated. I got both of mine. You know, travel is going to be a thing. You know, the European Union opened up travel for American citizens recently if you got both vaccines. So with that in mind, we wanted to just make a video about some of our favorite places that we travel, maybe places we want to, like our favorite things about each place that you might, you know, if you're considering going, you might want to know. Like, is it good for black people? Is the food good? Are the people attractive? Is the culture right? Is like whatever. So with our experience of the 15 countries I've been to and the 20 countries that Kayla's been to, we want to just try to answer as many questions as we can without you guys asking, and hopefully it'll be of some use. So here we go.
Yeah, do we want to start off by maybe saying the countries that we've been to, so then they know, look, we're not leaving out your favorite country. We're not, you know, leaving out where you rep. I just haven't been there yet.
Right.
I don't know that man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you go ahead. You go first. You got all the countries out.
Yeah, no, I had to write them down so I wouldn't forget, so y'all don't get on me. Okay, so my recommendations are only out of Mexico, India, Canada, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, South Africa, Colombia, Jamaica, Spain, France, Italy, Dominican Republic, Morocco, UK, Costa Rica, Ireland, Iceland, Portugal, Belgium, and the Netherlands.
It just sounded like she just did like a verbal test for the...
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I didn't do 20 like her, but mine would be Canada, the Bahamas, Qatar, South Africa, China, Hong Kong, Aruba, Germany, Slovakia, Hungary, the UK, Czechia, or Czech Republic, Ireland, France, and the Netherlands. And we both are.
We got a lot of the same countries.
Yeah, we got some overlap, but you know, she's more bossed up than me. Her passport got a little more use, you know.
Slightly.
Twitter over here.
Cool, but how I was thinking we would do it is, at first I was like, do we want to like rate them? But then I feel like ranking them would be better. Like, you know, our top 3 for whatever category.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to start with best food?
Yeah, we're gonna do best food. Okay. Top 3 like overall cuisines, not like McDonald's. Like, we're not talking about fast food. That might be something
even
later.
Though France McDonald's hits, like anybody will tell you that has been to Paris and gone to McDonald's at 2 in the morning. I'm just gonna say, if you end up in Paris at 2 a.m., get you some McDonald's wedges. Like, they're gonna hit.
Okay. Heard you.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
Our top 3. Well, my top 3. Okay. In no particular order, because I don't want to pin 3 bad bitches against each other. I'm gonna say India. India definitely makes the top 3. Like, Indian food from India hits like no other. Colombia. Colombia has some banging food. And Mexico. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mexican food ain't it until you've been to Mexico. Like, it's another level. It's another level. Like, I mean, no, because folks will from Texas, California,
LA got some fire Mexican food.
They will tell you, ooh, like, we got the best. No.
And that taco truck on La Brea go crazy. I don't know, man. I mean, they Mexican, so anyway, I'm not gonna minimize Mexico, but that food in LA be slapping. She tweet. But anyway, my top 3 food destinations, I would say, surprisingly, South Africa. I haven't been to Thailand, obviously, but South Africa is the best Thai food I've had in my life, bro. Like,
okay, that's a
chef's
different
kiss.
one.
Yeah, a lot of people like my friend Kyra that went with me. She had it. She'll tell you the same thing.
What was that?
Chef's kiss. So I would say South Africa is one of my 3. I'm not doing the order. Another one, I would say China.
Really?
And when you talking about Mexican food, like, you don't know Chinese food until you go to China. Like, that orange chicken and like shrimp fried rice, and you can find it there, but that's not.
Everybody always wants to get some orange chicken.
Yeah, niggas love orange chicken. Can I say nigga?
Yeah.
Niggas love
This
orange
our
chicken.
channel.
Yeah, true. But people love orange chicken, and like it's whatever. But China is one of them for sure.
Okay.
And last, I'm gonna agree with her with France. France has.
That wasn't in my top 3.
You said.
I said McDonald's hit.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say France. France was really really good. I've been a couple times, and man, I remember I've had pastries. I mean, every morning. I think that's what it is. I'm a sweet tooth, so like the amount of sweets and like just pastries and confections that they have in Paris specifically was just like amazing. So I say France, South Africa, and China are my 3 favorite food destinations for sure.
Okay. Actually, fun fact: we both lived in the UK, which is why we got little commemorating shot glasses. Mine is from Bath, England.
And this one's from London, big London. That's where she lived, actually. I was a couple hours away in Bristol, England. Much smaller, but still blessing, cooler city,
I never got to go, but
Yeah.
it's on my list. I'm gonna get there.
It's pretty dope, yeah.
Tell my clothes no stop, please. Soon as I let you go, leave got M's in the bank like this.
Okay, cool. So back to our categories. What should we do next?
We did food. Let's do the elephant in the room. As a black person, what's the best
I was
place?
like, what's the elephant?
As a black person, what's the best or the most comfortable place that you've been? Or like, if you can't name 3, try to name 3.
Out of what we've been through, our top 3.
Okay, yeah.
most
So top 3 places that you as a woman and me as a guy are most comfortable with being a black person, not feeling like an artifact or like something weird, feeling like you shouldn't be there.
a couple countries that are automatically off the list.
And then we're also gonna do the worst. So we're gonna do like the 3 best, and then like our least, like the ones we would least recommend for black people. Not to say you can't go, but just be aware that it's like might be some BS over there for you when you get there.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so best countries that I've been treated as a black woman. One is Indonesia. Heavy on Indonesia. It was so friendly. I didn't feel like there was this thing, because usually even if it's not because you're black, it's okay, the dark-skinned people in your group are treated like one way. Indonesia was very the opposite. I felt so comfortable there, like comfortable enough that I was like, I could low-key live here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's meaningful.
So Indonesia, heavy on that one. Then it gets a little tricky after that.
You say you can name plenty. Say I can name plenty, then she gets 1. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Jamaica.
Okay. Jamaica, Indonesia.
Jamaica, Indonesia. It's getting tough. I'm trying to look at my list. That's why y'all keep seeing me look over at the countries I've been to.
They don't like black people nowhere that she went, bro.
No, for real. Like it wasn't like they didn't like black people. It's just like comfortable. That's a whole nother word.
That's another one. Yeah, I feel you.
I'm going to say Colombia, because there were certain parts of Colombia, like not in Bogota, but like in like Medellin and Cartagena.
Okay, Escobar.
Those 2 cities specifically, I felt comfortable, but not all of Colombia, just those. So.
Have you heard of cocaine hippos in Medellin, Colombia?
Yeah.
That shit is insane. Look up Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos if you haven't heard of it. This man literally had a zoo before he got killed and everything, and they never got rid of the hippos. So there's just like these wildly aggressive cocaine hippos that are just in the waters in Medellin, Colombia, that's like killing everything and messing up the whole like circle of life, because they're just like you can't kill a hippo.
Isn't there like another animal too that also got into like
probably gators or something? I don't know.
There was like one more animal. I can't remember what it is right
but
now.
nothing. I don't know if they're like as tough as hippos. Like hippos
Probably not.
killing
I mean,
people.
hippos are like
hippos kill people. Like hippos kill more people than like sharks and like alligators. Like y'all should really look that up.
Why do you know this?
I'm an animal like junkie. Like hippos are I'm terrified of crocodiles. I don't want to make this about
So you're not moving to Florida?
And I'm no Florida. Florida is like the one mistake. Well, not one. It's one of the biggest mistakes that we made as America by keeping that shit. Like the people in Florida, like y'all need help. It's rough.
Oh, well,
Maybe cut that. Maybe cut that.
Maybe we'll leave it in. I don't know yet.
Yeah. And I would say my 3, South Africa, of course, because it's after apartheid. It's after apartheid, so it's okay to be there as a black person. I would say South Africa. I would say Canada, because like they're not America. Like we know there's racism everywhere, right? But like in Canada, it doesn't feel as like bad. It doesn't like I feel like people are way more like progressive and understanding of other cultures in Canada than in America. So it's like a stark difference for me, my experience in Canada anyway.
That's all this is. You know,
Yeah.
our personal.
Personal.
Don't fight us in the
law.
comments.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not law. It's just how I feel that Canada is a good place for black people as well. And then the last one, I would say I like it as a black person, but not for the same reasons, but China. And I say China because, not because of like, I say comfortable because I felt like a celebrity. Because there's no black people in China. So when you go, they treat you like a god. Like anybody that follows basketball knows any basketball player that goes to China, they get like a like Stephon Marbury has a statue. Like Gilbert Arenas is like his numbers retired. J.R. Smith same. Like
Did you get mistaken for LeBron?
I got mistaken for rest in peace. I got mistaken for Kobe. I was hiking on the Great Wall. I look nothing like Kobe. I'm about 7 inches shorter than Kobe was, and everywhere I went, Kobe, Kobe, Kobe. Like I have pictures of Chinese people taking pictures of me, like in public. Like it was insane. I went out to eat with like a group, and there was people like taking pictures of me. I went to before I knew it was dumb. I went to a hookah bar. Don't judge me. I don't do that anymore. I'm an adult male. I don't do that.
He's reformed.
I went to a hookah bar, and like everybody came up because I was like a black person. So like if you're in a nightlife, which we'll get into later, as a black person, I will say China's pretty lit because everybody's gonna treat you like royalty. For the most part, not everybody, but a lot of people, they're just happy to see you. But I will say, as a black woman, like Kayla's
That's
here
what
right
I was
now,
gonna say. That was
she
like,
might not want to go, and I would say
Yeah.
also because they feel touchy. So like I'm not gonna do it because I know she wouldn't want me to, but like they will come up and just like touch her hair, and that's like there was another black girl there with me that had kind of hair like you. She didn't have the like puff stuff, but she just had her all straight back, and like we were walking, and she was just like.
somebody like pulled it.
They like pulled her hair,
Oh,
and it
wow.
wasn't, and it was an innocent thing. It was a kid, like it wasn't an adult. It was like a little 4 or 5 year old or whatever. But for them, it was like I've never seen a black person before.
So
like,
top 3 for black men, China. Top 3
China-
for black women, no.
Not China, yeah, because they're gonna touch your hair. But it was cute. Like we had a translator, and then they asked, like the kid was saying something, and basically I don't remember verbatim, but the moral of it was like, "Are you from heaven because your skin looks like it's touched by the sun?" Because we're tan, like we're
That's a
dark.
lie. That's a
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, like he loosely translated it to that. Like what exact? I don't think the kid was that poetic, but like he was basically just saying like, "Yo, we've never seen someone that was like that dark, so you must be from like the sky." So it was cute, but it was like, don't touch her hair either, you know. So that was my little anecdote about China. And
Somebody try that line on a woman and let me know if it works. I want to know.
Somebody try that on you. How would you feel?
Well,
You have to like them already, huh?
they gotta look good, like when they're coming with that line.
Touche.
Like you can't just be
They come
looking
with
like
like a booger wolf. Like, hey girl, you
none of that.
he gonna be like, skirt, skirt.
Cut the camera instead.
All right, so now we're going to talk about, like, based on our personal experiences, what are the places we would recommend the least for black people?
Obviously, since we're from the States, we're not including the States in this, so we're gonna go ahead and move that one out of the way.
Sucks, yo.
Yeah, I agree.
So, my least favorite, and again, or not least favorite, but least recommendable for black people, one of them would have to be the Czechia or Czech Republic. Yeah, man, it was pretty rough. I remember a friend of mine, I went to go see her play basketball over there. And we were out on the town, and we went to, I was calling an Uber. The Uber driver pulled up and saw us. It was like, nah. He just kept going. It was like the old
They hit
stereotype.
you with the New York taxi
Yeah,
move?
it was like the New York taxi thing, but it was like Uber. And then like I literally had to chase him. He got a red light, so yeah, he had to let us.
Chase him?
I chased him down the street because it was cold. We were like waiting for the Uber, and then like yeah, he was just like talking shit, but I don't know what he was saying because he wasn't speaking English. But he was like mad that I caught him, and we got the Uber and everything. So that was one. Another was Germany. It's really because of stairs and not the same way of China, whereas China was like admiration. I think Germany was like, why are you here? Like, what are you doing here? And I felt that more in Frankfurt. I was in a couple cities, but I went to Frankfurt and I felt a little like, from the airport to the streets to the hotel I was in to like everything. Like when I checked in the hotel, they were kind of like, should you be here? Like,
Dang.
it was a little weird, but it's Germany, and you know they still mad they lost the war, so that's probably all that is. And third, I'm gonna say, ironically, even though I live there, I would say the UK, and I won't say necessarily from my perspective, but based on what I saw them doing with international, like it's kind of how Trump was with Mexicans. That's kind of how I feel like some and like the MAGA people are with like anybody that's not white. That's how a lot of people over there are with refugees from like Africa and like other places in the Caribbean or just like Western Asian countries. Yeah, they just felt a little like standoffish. I had a great experience personally with my classmates and like my suite mates and floor mates, but there was a couple people that you know, over there that could leave a bad taste in your mouth. You might not want to interact with. But yeah,
That's right.
what I would say. That's you.
Okay, so you know what country is definitely making my list. Yeah, Italy. And you know, people are like, oh my god, you didn't like Italy, Rome, da da da. You know, Rome is beautiful. I do love Italian food. I liked being in Italy. But there was like one too many instances. Like for me to only be there for like, you know, some days and have multiple run-ins that would make them make my list. That's when you know, like, even leaving the airport, I'm sitting there getting a ride from a taxi driver. I got in a whole fight with a grown man, y'all. Like, a physical fight with a grown man my first day in Italy. I could not even get to my hotel. It was a lot. Imagine me, 11:30 p.m., out in the middle of nowhere, Rome, because the airport is like 60 minutes from the city. In the middle of the street, boxing.
Is she 4 feet? She 5 feet tall, but she little, so she little fighting this grown man trying to get. She tiny, y'all. But y'all know her. She little.
Anyway, that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that this grown man felt like he was about to disrespect me the whole ride to Rome, and I don't even know why he let me in his car to do all that. But yeah, he threw my bags out in the street, called me all types of names. Some of them I understood, some of them I did not, and basically told me, F you, get your bags, and walk to Rome. So that was... and we were about 30 minutes away at that point.
That's fucking crazy, yo.
That was not everybody. Like I said, it was like a half and half experience. Half the time in Rome I enjoyed, half the time they were about to make me like beg to come back to the States, which, you know,
that says something.
That says a lot. Anyway, Italy and Spain. Spain is gonna have to make my list. Like, I've heard a lot of black women say like, oh my god, I love it, I would spend the rest of my life in Spain. And I've also heard a lot say that that was like one of the more uncomfortable countries for them as a black woman. So just like keep your eye out. I would still go back. Like, if y'all catch me in Spain next year, don't say nothing. Don't come back to this video, because I will still go back. But
don't they like, and this is like, I'm interrupting her third one, but don't they like fetishize black women over there like, sexually? That's
what it was. I think it was like half like and half like overly.
So it was like weirdos on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, cause I got like hit on, but like it wasn't even like a good.
Wasn't good. It was like, girl.
Even when they hit on me, it was like, oh my god, you black girl, and I was like,
they just wanted they wanted a black girl on the roster.
I'm like, I get it. I look at myself in the mirror every day. You don't gotta come like Morena. I let it go, but like anything else, when you like pound it in, it's a little too much.
Gotcha.
Third, I don't know if I had a third. Like, even if I picked a third, I feel like I would just be throwing it in there. So I'm gonna use my little pass this time, and I'm not gonna pick a third.
Okay, so recap for me, it was Germany, Czechia, Czech Republic, and the UK, and for her, it's
Italy and Spain.
Italy and Spain.
No surprises there.
Yeah, nah, that Italy story is crazy, but yeah.
Alright, so we said we were going to get back to Nightlife.
Yes.
So let's hit on that one. I'm going to preface this by saying every country that I've been to, I haven't been out in, so this list might be a little smaller to choose from.
Yeah, same here. I'm more of an in-the-house guy. I don't go out too often, but when I do, I like be out. So I'll just go, I'm going to like trim the list down to like the best experiences I've had per country that I've actually been out in.
Cool.
And you can go, should I go? I went first last time. You go first this time.
Top 3 countries. Okay, to go out in. Spain. I know I just said that was on my list for like, least comfortable for black people, but when we slide over to Nightlife, y'all, they pour heavy. Like anywhere you go, any bar, any club, you ask for a shot, they're giving you like 2. You ask for like a mixed drink, they're filling your cup up 75% of the way with alcohol. Like they pour heavy, and they're trying to make sure you're drunk after like 2 glasses. So you can imagine everybody in the club has at least one of those drinks. Everybody in the club is off the shits, basically. And everybody's just like hopping from place to place to place. So Spain is definitely
okay. And then I'll do one of mine.
Okay.
So for one of mine, I will say Hong Kong. It's just lit, man. Like it's just lit. It's money over there.
I would not imagine that.
Man, like I don't know if I caught a good weekend, a couple good weekends when I was there, but Hong Kong it was like that, yo. Like it was really, really like that. I don't want to get into many details, but Hong Kong's like that. It's like that.
Oh, okay.
If you got some money. If you don't go to Hong Kong.
Caveat.
That's the simple one. Don't go to Hong Kong if you penny pitching. I'll be like that.
Okay, get your money up and then hit Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Lesson of the day. My second one, where did I say I really like going out? Oh, okay. This one might be surprising. India. India has every single type of vibe you're looking for. When I tell you, so I live in India as well, and I used to go out every single Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Why Tuesday? Because Tuesday was ladies' night. And we got in free, and we got free drinks all night. So I was there every single Tuesday.
Must be nice to have a free night.
No, I mean, even my guy friends would like go with me, and like I'd be like, go stand over there. I'm gonna go get the drinks and then pass them off. Yeah, we had a system together. Like we was there for a while, so we had a system. So we would hit like Hos Village, we would hit like Connaught Place, like all these different spots in New Delhi. And India was actually like had a better scene than like most of the places that I've been out in.
Okay. So for my second spot, I'm gonna say the Netherlands, specifically Amsterdam, for a different reason. I don't know if this is exclusive to Nightlife, but I love smoking weed and eating really good food afterwards. And if you want to smoke good weed, go to Amsterdam if you're Europe. Yeah, man. Went to a couple coffee shops, got some very good weed, and enjoyed the hell out of those like late night burger spots, and then also just like going out. Like the coffee shops are pretty lit if you're a weed smoker, because it's like a bar, but it's weed instead of alcohol. I mean, there's other stuff you can get, but I was just focused on the weed. So for somebody like me that's like chill stuff and smoking without worrying about the police or worrying about anything,
That part.
and it's safe. Like you roll your own stuff, like you see it. So Amsterdam for sure, in the Netherlands. That's my second spot that I will list because of the weed for sure.
So our third one is actually the same.
Yeah.
We both agree that the UK is making the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
My reason, I mean, like, I just felt like there was always something to do. Like, there was always a new move to make. It didn't matter, like, whether we was, like, just going out to drinks, like, going out for, like, an actual, like, club scene, going out to, like, a late-night concert. There's stuff to do after you get done, like, you know, at the club. It's just, there's options.
Yeah. And for me, I never paid for a drink in the UK. Like, I never paid for a drink. As a guy, that's insane. Be it other girls buying it, even though I didn't want them to, I still took it. Or just, you know, my homies that I met when I was over there, they just like wanted me to come out because like I'm a homebody, so me coming out was like a thing. So like getting drinks from them or whatever. So UK was dope. And again, like you said, there's so many things to do. Sometimes it's not even nightlife. It's just like bar life or just like day drinking life or whatever. Like soccer matches or football matches in the UK is like a really, really big thing. So if you get a good day or a good match on between soccer or rugby, it's gonna be lit in the bar. Or I went to grad school over there, so you know those end of the week, like everybody's celebrating the end of the week. You know, people are gonna be over there at the bars drinking. And you get like a range of people from like 18, because that's the drinking age there, to like 50. So like you can have any experience you want in different days of the week. Again, like specials, be it food specials, be it ladies' nights, be it, you know, university night, like whatever it is, there's always like a function. There's always something happening at a pub or at a bar or whatever. That's what they call it, a pub over there in England. So that's why I put the UK, and she also put the UK in our top 3.
Ooh. So this next category I just threw in there last minute, but I think it'll be a fun one to do.
Yeah.
The country with the best looking men for me, and the country with the best, obviously the country with the best looking women
for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, you definitely can start with this one because mine is quick. You go ahead.
Okay. Grab my handy dandy list again of the countries I've been to. Okay, so again in no particular order, I'm gonna put Indonesia in there. Like, I feel like the Balinese men were kind of like onto something.
Okay.
Why are you looking like that?
Hey, different strokes for different folks. You like the Indonesians, okay? Go crazy.
Something about that, you know.
Hey,
when you get to that,
keep that. I don't care. Keep that. You got it. Okay, Indonesia. You ain't gotta explain this one. Just list them. Indonesia.
Okay, Indonesia. I'm gonna put Jamaica in there. With a caveat. I'm done with Jamaican men, but I'm gonna put them in there anyway.
No, she not. Next. She not. If you Jamaican, shoot.
And lastly, I don't know. There's so many options. Men.
So many options for me. It's getting crazy over
We
here.
should say there are good-looking men in different countries.
Whatever you gotta say, man.
And my third is gonna have to be Colombia. Give me a little poppy, you know.
Okay. She likes South American men, Jamaican men, Indonesian. She just like
I don't discriminate.
She ain't have okay, Sway Lee.
But I know someone who does discriminate.
I discriminate, and I do not care. I used to not, but now I do. So I would say South Africa is number 1 for me, and 2 and 3. It's pretty much it. I'm like, I mean, okay, just for the sake of the list. So South Africa is number 1, by a long shot. Number 2, I would say Qatar. Actually, Qatar women are pretty decent. The ones I saw anyway, pretty decent. And for third, I would say probably the Bahamas. Like, Bahamian women are like great, so, and Caribbean in general. So I think I don't need to explain that if you're a guy. You already know the truth. So South Africa, Qatar, and the Bahamas are my 3.
And I got Colombia, Jamaica, and Indonesia.
Yeah. Wow. All over the world, but Africa wins. Sorry. Not sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't. Okay.
I have a bias towards black women.
I also have not been to very many African countries, so shame on me. And this list will probably change once I do.
Yeah, facts. Cause black is pretty much it for me. So.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a discussion in my head. It's like the place with the most black people has the most attractive people. that was it. Okay. All right, so we've done those lists. Now we're going to do a list about fashion. Which countries, in your opinion, have the best sense of fashion, have the best style? And it's not all just like who has the most designer, because France is probably going to win or Italy's going to win. But like, when you went there, what were like the most like inspirational kind of like, or places you've seen, you're like, oh, I'm gonna take that back home. Like, that's something I would want to wear
like
back in the day.
Put together a look.
Yeah, they can put together a look. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the boring Instagram. All you Instagram influencers that can't dress, you just put on 5 pieces of Balmain, Gucci, or Ferragamo and think you're doing something, or Dior. That's not dressing. That's just being extra with your bread. So.
Okay, Mr.
Let's
Fashion.
Well,
you know what? You started us off hot, so why don't you give me your list?
Like, and then this is I just got.
No, Mr. Fashion.
Shout out to Joe Fresh Goods though. You know, I wear your clothes. Always support black-owned businesses. But for me, best fashion, it's tough.
You was talking shit. Come on.
I was talking shit, and even with that, I'm gonna say. Paris, but France. Paris is my favorite fashion city.
Okay.
for sure. So France wins by default, and that's in order. France is my number one that I've been to. I'm sure if I go to Italy or something, it's gonna change. But for now, Paris is number one. I'm gonna go with Hong Kong again. Might be a product of so many people just got bread over there, so they can like look really nice. But Hong Kong, they had some fits over there. I like the way some of the suits were like cut and everything was like super dope. And it was like years ago, before slim fit was like the thing we were doing here. That's where I saw it. Granted, they were doing it in Europe, but I feel like in America we were still wearing baggy stuff back then. And the way that their suits were cut and like, it just was tough. I like Hong Kong's fashion when I went. Okay, and third for me, I'm gonna go with the UK. They put some fits together there. Not in my city of Bristol. It was a college town, it was smaller. It's a very artsy, that's where Banksy's from. If you're a fan of Banksy, he came from Bristol. So there's like artistic influence, but I feel like a lot of the doper fashion was from other cities, especially London. London's is huge, but I would say, so if I had to go with three, it's gonna be those three. It's gonna be Hong Kong, France, and the United Kingdom, or England specifically, in the UK.
Okay, my first one's also going to be the UK, not in any particular order, but I lived in London, so they were dressed. Every day they stepped out, they were dressed.
Big steppers.
Second is going to be Singapore.
They got bread.
They do got bread, yeah, and they look cute with it. Like, it's one thing to have bread, but you got to know what to do with it, and Singapore, they were, onto some cute stuff. Third, okay, my third would probably be Italy. Like, I just think they also know what to do with it. Like, look at the material. They be putting together some outfits. And like Black Italians also, like, they be really hitting. So yeah.
That makes sense. A lot of like high fashion comes from Italy, so it feels like it would make sense for that to inspire a lot of the people that live there. Alright, so now we're gonna figure out, based on all the places, the 15 I've been to, the 20 that she's been to, if you could go to one place for a short-term stay, what would that place be? And then if you had to do one for a long-term stay, meaning like 3 to 4 weeks or a little longer, which one would you choose? And short stay, we're thinking about like a week or less. So basically like maximizing your time. So if you had to choose one for a short stay and one for a long stay, which is which? Or which one would you choose?
Okay, short stay, Portugal.
Okay.
Love Portugal. Hit up Porto, hit up Lisbon. The wine is excellent there. The views unmatched, and the people are friendly.
Okay.
You want to do your short term?
My short term? Short term, I'm probably gonna say. Short term, I'm gonna say like Aruba. I just love the water. I couldn't live on an island my whole life. I wouldn't want to be there a long time, but Baby Beach is like amazing. Anybody who's been there knows what I'm talking about. It's the place where happiness lives. That's what they call it. So if you want to go somewhere, just get happy, get some sun, get some good water, like ocean water, be in some good water, snorkeling, scuba diving, going under in the submarine, which I did a submarine dive or whatever. That's like a really good place for me anyway to get back in touch with like just the ocean. I love water, so that's my spot. And then a long-term spot for you would be?
A long-term spot for me, I would probably say, this is so hard, because I want to choose between Colombia and Indonesia. Probably Colombia. It just, like, the culture there, it speaks for itself. And the food. The food, to me, is a little better in Colombia than it is in Indonesia. So if I got to be there for a long time,
yeah, I'm
trying to eat.
Okay. For me, I'm going to say South Africa by a landslide. I love, like, we'll get into favorites later. Another place is my favorite. But long term, I would say South Africa, only because, like, when I landed, I can't explain it to people other than, like, when you land, it just feels like home. Like, when I landed, I felt like I was at one. I was at one with, like, the earth or whatever. Once I hit Africa, it was a feeling I never felt before, and I've never felt it since. I've been all over the world since, but I haven't felt that feeling since I was in South Africa. And also as a cheat, it's in Africa, so I can, like, go to other places in Africa for a month. Like, that's my cheat code. But, like, I would say South Africa. It's a beautiful place. I hiked the mountain there. You is just clean. It's just, I mean, not everywhere, but it's clean. It's fun. Nightlife, good food, good people, good views. It's just a good place for me to be for a while if I had to settle down for like a month, for like a trip or something.
Cool.
I would choose that.
Okay, so we said we was gonna wrap up, and we're not gonna do y'all how church be doing black folks and say they're gonna wrap up and they never do. So last things we're gonna end on. Favorite place I've been, least favorite place that I never have to go back to, and then some places that I want to go.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Favorite place that I've been, Bali, Indonesia. Place that I never ever have to go back to in my life, Dominican Republic. Sorry, Dominicans. 3 places that I want to go, Japan. But no, 3, Japan, Turkey, and Tanzania.
Okay. All right. So for me, I'm gonna say my favorite place that I've been will be France because of Paris. My least favorite, I'm gonna have to go with Slovakia. Food was trash. And then my 5 or 3 places that I want to go, kind of like her. She said Japan. Japan is number 1 on my list. I want to go to Cameroon, and I really want to go to Morocco. So those are my 3: Morocco, Cameroon, and Japan. And yours are?
Japan, Tanzania, and Turkey.
There you go. So don't know if this is going to answer any questions you have. I hope it does. I mean, I know a lot of people have questions. A lot of people ask me about traveling, and I know she gets the same from her friends or acquaintances. But yeah, you know, traveling is fun. You should do it. There's plenty of places in the world for you to experience, cultures to experience, food to try, people to try if you're into that, you know.
Hey.
You know, she wants a Colombian, so she wants to try herself some Colombian. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the content, enjoyed the video.
Plug your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel is It's KJAX. It's ITS KJACKS. Same on Instagram. It's KJAX. That's me. You'll see a logo of me like this. It's digitized. But yeah, you know, if you have any other questions, anything you want answered, put it in the comments. Send us a message. Let us know what you might want to hear about. Or see pictures, videos, whatever we might have from our different travel, you know, expeditions or whatever. Just let us know.
Yeah, for the folks on your channel, my name is long. I should probably shorten that. It's Chasing Cabernet, KAYBRYNAE, and my Instagram is Cabernet, KAYBRYNAE.
We're also gonna put those like in the video,
yeah,
so you can just see it if you don't want to like. Yeah, so we'll have a link. We'll put the links below, and also like just a screen grab of the actual ads on the video, so you can see it.
Oh, and also if y'all disagree with any of our picks for any of the 3 categories, let us know that too, because I want to know where I should hit next.
Yeah.
So if you got a better recommendation for food, men, and fun,
well, you can keep that men shit away from me. But if you have any other recommendations, and the women, I don't need that either. So if you got any food spots, any scenic spots that we've been to that you think we might have misjudged, good or bad, let us know. And yeah, just any other recommendations, like she said, I'm mansplaining, I'm sorry. Just, you know, do that. And until the next time we see you all, or you see us, have a good one. Stay safe during COVID, and after COVID, get your travel up, get your passports up.
hey.
Travel domestically, just travel. There's too much life out there, there's too much world out there to stay in one spot. So experience it all before your time's cut short. So have a good one, y'all.